ಹಾಯ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು ಅಂಜನಾದ್ರಿಗೆ? ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದೆ ಇವತ್ತು. ಬಾಯ್. ಹಾಂ,
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು 2 ದಿವಸ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Good morning. The clock says it's 11:32. I started at 10:30, something like that. I just crossed Anjanadri Betta. I have put a video of how crazy the crowd was and all the devotees that were coming. It's magnificent thing to experience. All of that crowd. Oh my God. I've been here for the last 2 days and then it's been the same scene. They have been the crowd has been pouring and then it's so great to see that there are cops deployed everywhere to manage traffic, which is great, so did not really had a difficulty to come through. And today I'm headed towards Badami. I hope to ride through Gadag. It's always great to ride through the paddy fields. Either they have grown or harvested, still feels nice. And this is life. I can't believe that I have to go back to the corporate stuff in a week's time. Still needs a lot of development, of course. As in the canals developed, it's the mindset that has to mature. I'm not talking about this, but as in this is a countryside. Of course you expect all of these animals to be tied up here because that's the way of their life that has been. Indian farm owners does not have hundreds of acres because the population is so big in such a small country. As in India is a big country, but because the population is big, the land, not even now, even in the previous generations, that was torn into pieces and then handed over. So all of them are small farmers, so they can't afford to have their private spaces. Most of them can't afford to have their private spaces to do their activities, to conduct their activities. And the mindset meaning throwing trash to that water canal, that may not be the right thing, but I saw a pile of trash. It also comes as a responsibility of the local municipality to ensure about collecting trash. But then what I've mostly noticed is all this trash that gets collected, there is no good waste management with us. That gets dumped in some remote place, and once in a while they start burning it, and then the hazardous smoke just spreads. ಹಾಯ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು ಅಂಜನಾದ್ರಿಗೆ? ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದೆ ಇವತ್ತು. ಫುಲ್ ರಶ್. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರಿ? ಹಾಂ, ನಾಯ್ಸಿ ಚೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ರಿ? ನಿನ್ನೆ. ಹಾಂ, ಹೌದಾ? ಫುಲ್ಲು ಎಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವ ಊರಿಂದ? ಕೊಪ್ಪಳದಿಂದ ಪಾದಯಾತ್ರೆ ಹೋದ್ರಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಹಾಂ, ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 4 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಫುಲ್ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಬಿಡೋದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಬಾಯ್. Kids are the beautiful part of this travels. That adolescents, all that. They're so sweet and kind, non-judgmental. They just have life. That's what it is. That's what we have to reclaim. All right, I took a detour from the highway. I have no idea. I did put on a non-highway option, but still I came through highway. And now, yeah, so after I took a detour from that highway, I'm about 3 km from Gadaga, Hubballi, Lakshmeshwar, Gokak, Yaragatti, Naragund. I just want to check the Basavanna statue in Gadaga. Oh, there it is. I thought this was placed in some of the circles in the road, which is how typical Indian circles are. This is a little different, and then this this lake is so freaking close to the road. There are no guardrails. Then there's a Shivalinga in that mandapa. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಟೂರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಂ, ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಆಯಿತು. ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ, ಹೌದು. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಕೋಲಾರ, ತುಮಕೂರು, ಮಧುಗಿರಿ, ಹಿರಿಯೂರು, ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹಂಪಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆನೆಗುಂದಿಲಿದ್ದೆ. ಈಗ ಗದಗಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐಹೊಳೆ, ಪಟ್ಟದಕಲ್ಲು, ಬಾದಾಮಿ. ಹಾಂ, ಹೌದು. ಅದು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ 1.5 ದಿನ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಸ್ಟೇ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿನ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಂ, ಅದೇ ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಸಣ್ಣದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಂ, ಹೌದಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿ?
16, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಒಂದು 3 ವರ್ಷ ಸರ್.
ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ.
2012 ಹಿಂಗೆ
ಹಾಂ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ತಂದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ? ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ. ಸೊ I met a local guard and then he said this is called Bhishma's Lake. He had visited this place and that's where the name comes from. A little bit change to the plan. I wanted to head straight to Pattadakal, sorry, Badami. But then when I reached there, the time would be like, what's now, 2, 3, 4, yeah, like 4 p.m. or something. So I decided, let me go to Pattadakalu and see if I can complete the visit there. They're sorting onions here. That's an interesting scene. The bullock carts looks like this. Interesting. This is Rona. In map it's written as Ron, but the town's name is Rona. Thank you. That's first time I'm seeing a bunch of horses grouped together with the sheep. I know I took the highway today, but I did select non-highways. You see, I keep saying it, but then riding in the highway won't get any good experience. It's can just gun it like a maniac and then reach from point A to B. But to see the real India, how it is, to ride on the countryside of. This is funny. Half the road is claimed by the local farmers and the other half is claimed by the shepherds. We reached Pattadakal. Pattadakallu or Pattadakal, which translates as place of coronation, is an ancient group of monuments estimated to be built between 7th to 9th century by Chalukyas and is located in the state of Karnataka on the banks of the Malaprabha river. It is believed to have been an important center of the Chalukya Empire for both political and religious activities. The temples in Pattadakal are a mix of both Hindu and Jain traditions with architectural styles that combine North and South Indian temple designs. This blend reflects the cosmopolitan nature of the region.
ಗಂಗಾ ಮತ್ತು ಯಮುನಾ ಗಂಗಾ ಯಮುನಾ ನೋಡಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಬಸ್ಪಣ್ಣ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ
listings of Pattu. These temples are believed to be constructed to celebrate the religious and political achievements. The region's architecture incorporates intricate carvings, sculptures, and artwork depicting various gods, goddesses, and mythological scenes. But as you can see, the time is slowly but consistently consuming it off. And the region was later overtaken by other powers such as the Rashtrakutas and the Vijayanagara Empire. However, the cultural legacy was revived during the rule of Vijayanagara, which valued the region's architectural and religious significance. In 1987, this site was recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Site. I wanna say I'm not a historian and don't want to pretend to be one. If you're an expert and you see any flaws in my research, kindly drop them in the comments.